Hello everyone, my name is Karina Liliana Daza from the course Intermediate English, and today I'm going to talk about some questions about the attacks that were happened on September 11th. So the first question is, could the U.S. Air Force have prevented the attacks? So I made some notes, and I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna explain to you what I wrote there. I made some research by myself because I couldn't see those videos because I live in China, and right now YouTube is blocked in here, and I use a VPN to open, but my VPN is not working and I don't know what is happening. So I just did some research on my own, so I'm gonna answer some questions followed by the research that I did. Okay, and also about some news that I heard before. So I repeat again the question: could the U.S. Air Force have prevented the attacks? It is said that it's possible account of the failure to prevent the attacks. The existence of all these warnings suggests at least that the authorities of the United States government knew that the attacks were leaving to proceed and deliberately allowed them to happen. It is assured that the government knew the attacks before, even that if it could have facilitated them, and that is what not accept UPOM. Actually, if they did pay attention to all the warning attacks, the Air Force could have prevented these odd attacks, but they didn't. They just thought they thought that was some gossip. Number 2, were the Twin Towers deliberately demolished by explosive? According to several investigations, there were explosives that was inside the airplane, and so when the airplane just crashing against the tower, they just explode. They just activated those explosives. But there's another version that they say that the impact of the crashing from the airplane and against the tower just make an explosion. So they say yes. They say they were so explosive that the terrorists activate, and they say also the crash or the impact of the airplane against the tower make it explosive. So that's what I think. I don't know what you think. The third question is, were some people forewarned about the attacks? Yes, like I said before, there is so many rumors that there's gonna be some terrorist attack, but different people, different investigation, different investigator, different people. Especially for one guy that he was working on the FBI, but nobody listened to him. So he made a lot of research about this thing, especially about Osama bin Laden, and that and there is a very little bit coincidence that the day he was find so many information about Osama bin Laden, and the day that this attack happened, he was also a victim of this attack because he was inside of the Twin Towers. So what a coincidence. Then next question is, was the Pentagon really hit by an airplane? Well, in the first report that the people did, they didn't mention any airplane, and after they just after this first note, 30 minutes later they started to talk about an airplane, because one airport is called the Dulles Airport. The air controllers saw one things where I was flying 100 kilometers per hour. So those was a military plane. So actually, if he was a real airplane, there were no remains of the fuselage of the plane, so that's a little bit weird. So our next question is, could the attacks have been prevented? These are several possibilities given right investigation by different agents who state that if the government and the special force had paid attention to all the investigations, it would have been possible to stop that dreadful attack. Yes, actually, I believe so. Actually, I believe that too, if they really pay attention. I repeat that so many times. If they really pay attention to those warnings, they should prevent those attacks. And so many people will, maybe right now, won't be dead. Okay, our next question was, Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? Well, followed by the announcement that the president that time, Obama say that they captured him and they killed him, but there is another argument that say that Osama bin Laden was kidnapped by another terrorist group, and he was there already very weak. So they make some arrangements with the U.S. government, but the arrangement was that he can't leave. If they can capture him. They just can kill him. Osama bin Laden can't go alive, because they didn't. He was having some information that another group don't want that he say to everyone, so that's why they want him killed. So one version is that the government came to his home and just started shooting, and he killed him. Another version is that these people came to this place where he was kidnapped, and when they saw him, they just shoot it at cold blood like this. Was the 9/11 caused by the American government on purpose? Well, this question is a little bit confusing, and I really don't know what to respond, because some people say yes, some people say no, but my point is, if you were there, how you can prove that it really happened? So in my opinion, I don't know, my opinion is nobody can confirm what happened, but then if I see all the news, they say that if they say that the government has something to do with him, and they just want to make some attention to those countries to scare them about something. So I don't know what to believe, if they really have something to do with this. The only thing to believe is that so many people die, and so many people supposed to don't be there. So that's the sad tragedy. So that's the only thing to believe. I don't want to judge anyone if they did on purpose or not. People say yes, I'm not sure. People say no, I'm not sure too. The only things that I'm sure that so many people die, people that don't supposed to be there. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.